I had no plans to come back to YouTube, and I kind of figured that this was a fitting situation, being as the subject of the video thrived here. Um, so to start it off, uh, in the words of the late and great Big Irish Juggalo, Patrick. What up, family? Well, as I just said, late and great. Um, just got the word from Patrick's brother James that he has passed away. Um, Anybody that knows that Patrick and James are like my local Juggalo homies, and I've known them for some time, a long time. um, it's been crazy knowing that, like, life happens and you fall out of touch with people that, have a very massive impact on your life. I would even go as far to say as I considered Patrick my Jugga dad. He was like my double OG, like fucking way, 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 way back. Um, Unfortunately, I went. Well, not unfortunately. I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna kind of roll with how the way it goes. Um, Fortunately, I was able to go see Patrick last week in the hospital, and we didn't really get to talk much. Um, I can tell the story, I guess. I knocked on his door and heard him kind of mumble out a come in. I went in there and I was like, "What's up, man?" And he looked at me and he just said, "Hey." And I said, "How are you doing?" And he kind of like let out a sigh and like rolled his eyes upward and was just like, "Not good." And I told him I told him that everybody was thinking about him and that he could he could fight this again. And he kind of just closed his eyes, and it looked as if maybe he was gonna cry, but I couldn't really tell. Um, he was definitely heavily sedated. Um, he closed his eyes and his face kind of scrunched up, and then he opened one eye and kind of looked at me, and then closed his eye and started snoring. So I didn't really get to, you know, say all the stuff that you would hope you would get to say to somebody that has that sort of impact on your life. I know there are these little pauses. I just paused the feed so I can fucking take a second and kind of gain myself back. It's a fucking cat. Anyways, like I was saying, it sucks to know that you'll never get to say the stuff that you would, hope to get to say to somebody that's had that big of an impact on your life. And it really it really fucking sucks knowing that with with COVID and everything, he was never able to meet Cadence, and like that's one thing that fucking kills me because he was such a positive and loving dude, and knowing that he'd never he she'll never get to meet him, and knowing that she'll never know that part of my life that he was in, you know? And I honestly, I don't even know what to say. I guess the main reason for this is, as most of you guys know, he wasn't doing good for the last couple of years, and I'll put a link down in the description. His daughter started a GoFundMe to take care of, all of his final stuff. And I know, I know it's probably a shit time for everybody. I definitely feel it. But anything can help for him to be able to get that final rest. I know a lot of people that follow me follow him, and if just so happens you don't, then go take the time and go through his channel and watch some of his stuff, because I consider him like the fucking mecca of like what juggalos should aim to be. And I know I fall short from that. And I know a lot of others that do too. But he was definitely one of a kind, and I'm pretty sure that anybody that knows him knew just how amazing of a person he was, and how much he cared about everybody, even if they didn't like him. He always looked for the positive, which is something I always wished that I had fucking had that trait in me. But but I don't know. I hope one day, we get to meet again, and not hope. I know we will meet again. There's nothing that will stop that. But anyways, don't expect another video. Don't expect anything, because the drive and urge to do YouTube is basically dead for me. I just kind of figured that, this is the chance to say goodbye to somebody that meant so much to everybody. Much clone love.